I'm already like getting Vietnam flashbacks. Kind of like this one video. Have you guys ever seen it?
Yeah. No, I don't think
It's
I
like
have.
this dog.
What? Does the dog have Vietnam flashbacks?
Wouldn't that be crazy if dogs could do that?
Looking at cupcakes.
I wish there was a video about that. Oh well.
The photo like on those porn sites that makes you think you're clicking on a video, but they were really just clicking on an ad.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Neither do I. That totally came out of nowhere.
If I knew what you guys were talking about, I would agree that they should be banned.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. That's what. Go on though.
Yeah.
What are these sites you're talking? Corn sites?
Yeah, porn
Photos of corn.
sites.
What's the name of it so I can make sure I never go there?
The corn site, Iowa.gov. They love corn.
Now we're on. Welcome to Gin and Toxic, the non-stop thrill ride of your lifetime. The podcast that is always posted regularly with no hiatuses whatsoever. And it's the spooky episode of Halloween, Gin and Toxic. And thank you for joining me, Fresco, Eric, Chris, Zach, and Jim. I don't know who else is here, if that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all I wanted. Perfect. It's all my best friends.
Excellent.
I was hoping that the other people wouldn't get on.
Cool.
Well, they done it.
Have you guys ever been as fucking scared as this kid at Halloween? Because I feel like I have.
Just how scared. That girl got up and ran.
The girl got out quick. She's like, "You're on your own, dude. I'm not helping
He
you."
fell over stuff. Look at him, he's cornered. He has no idea. And you saw an opening.
You can see the fear in his
He
wrong.
tried to grab her. He's running on the couch.
He runs up.
Look.
He's fighting for his life. Yeah.
Do you guys like haunted houses? Like the
I don't. I don't.
I despise them.
I get scared. I get scared and I feel like a big pussy.
So I went to one last year and like I was sweating before I walked in because I was so scared, but I didn't want the people I were with to think that I was a pussy, so I went.
I like getting scared.
I deliberately made up excuses why I couldn't go. And my last one was, I don't have the money for that. And then they were like, don't worry, I'll buy your ticket. And I was like, fuck.
Don't worry.
No escape.
And then they made me the last in line, which I was very upset about that.
No.
So like that's the guy who's always getting grabbed and stuff.
Yes, that's exactly what kept happening. Then everything was quiet, and then like all of a sudden I heard like a scuttle, like a footstep, and I turned around and there was somebody right in my face.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was pretty upset.
It's terrifying.
But I made it. It wasn't as scary as I thought it was gonna be, but I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, like right now talking about it, I feel like yeah, I could go. I'd be fine. But then I know as soon as I'm in that environment or it's pitch black and there's a bunch of people just I know who are trying to scare me. It's the idea.
Yeah.
That it's just like I know that they want me to be scared. This
I think
is not
the same
a welcoming
place,
presence.
Yeah, I think this is the same place that you can pay them extra, and like they're
Scare
allowed
somebody else.
They're allowed to touch you.
Fuck that.
So like they'll grab you and shit. I don't know why
that.
somebody would pay for that.
No, I pay extra for not that. I pay extra to make sure do not scare me. Scare others.
Yeah.
What's the point of going in then?
I don't want to be there.
I don't like being scared. I like horror movies, but I really hate haunted houses.
I think the point would be you go with your girlfriend, you pay them extra not to scare you, so that you look like the big tough guy. You're like, nah, that was cool. That was fine the whole time.
I wasn't even scared.
They didn't even scare me. It was like they just totally ignored me. They were so intimidated by my presence. No, I went into like a wax. It was like some type of wax museum, which I didn't realize was also a haunted house. So I went in with my girlfriend at the time. Yeah, and we were like, "Oh, this is cool," and it's kind of Halloween-y. And then you go around a corner, and then suddenly it's pitch black, and we're like, "Something's wrong." You're like, "No, this is part of it." I'm not going.
Wait, so at that point you didn't know?
And so I have to go, and she's guiding me the whole time, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. So I'm basically on the verge of tears, and needless to say, I'm no longer dating her. She found someone tougher.
Did you know it was a haunted
No,
house at
I
that
did
point?
not know. I
Like,
wouldn't
it
have
just
gone.
randomly turned
just-
into a haunted house.
I thought it was like a slightly spooky wax
Well-
museum, like with the lights on
Yeah.
and nobody trying to get you. I thought it
You
was
got
safe.
pop-up shop horde.
Yeah, I got pop-up shopped. Yeah, the worst way to be scared. This is the middle of the summer too. This wasn't even Halloween.
What?
Yeah, this was like an all-the-time haunted
Those are
house.
people who like to.
This
do
was like at a beach
that's
town.
weird.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you know, like where there's like a bunch of trinket stores and stuff, and then you're like, oh, let's go in here.
I
It'll
don't
be
like
fun.
haunted hay rides either.
No, I think I'd like that a little bit better because at least you're safe on the car.
Yeah, till you're stuck on the side and everybody's just
Yeah,
running
that's
up
what
to
you
you.
think. My family used to do one for our family, and it was real spooky.
How old were you?
It was up until my grandfather like got sick, so
Okay.
I think I was like up until like 11 or 12.
Damn.
But like it was
That's too
awesome.
young for me.
My uncles had chainsaws too, and like one time my uncle came up to the side of the cart, whatever you want to call it, and he was going hard with the chainsaw, and I had nowhere to run. And he put it on my arm, and I legitimately thought
Oh
my
my
arm was cut
God.
off, dude.
Jesus.
He
Yeah,
took
that's
off
like
the chains, but, like,
psychological.
That sounds so
I
much
immediately
fun.
thought I'll never have an arm.
That was all in good fun, yeah.
But it's great
Cut your
though,
arm.
because then afterward we had cider and donuts and shit. That was
Oh,
awesome.
all right.
That
So,
sounds fun.
so the trauma was
Yeah.
healed.
Yeah.
It's not like you remember it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, grandma cider heals all pain.
Yeah, here's a donut.
I do remember it for the rest of my life. I
Hmm
remember the feeling of having no arm.
I feel like part of the fear of these places is the fact that, like you said, oh, my cousins or whatever put on this thing. It's just people like doing this. I don't think you need to sign paperwork or like get approved.
Have a background check.
It's just a guy who owns a chainsaw and who promises he took the chain off.
Yeah.
But
No,
like,
I'm
who's
pretty
the
sure I
kind?
did.
Who's
Let's
the
go.
kind of person that just decides they want to scare the ever-loving shit out of people?
Yeah, good people normally, right? Really good,
Yeah.
nice, kind.
Well adjusted.
Not weird
Just
people.
normal people. Speaking of normal people, I probably have more that we could watch.
Yeah.
And part of the spooky.
The fuck?
Look how spooky
Oh no,
this
put that
house
tape
is.
back. Put that tape back.
Look at this. They
Oh no.
They got stink bugs. So it's people who have to
They're
tape
the
up their air
worst,
conditioner
dude.
because there's so many stink bugs trying to get
I
in.
could think of an insect a little bit worse than that.
A little
Oh,
bit,
for sure, but they're not
That
great.
sounds awful.
but there's so many.
There's so many. What? the
My
fuck
dad's house
happened?
used to have the box. I think they're called box elder bugs. They're like those black bugs with red stripes.
I've
I've
they
never
would-
heard of that.
They would come through the windows like that, dude. It was
Like
fucking annoying.
that?
Yeah, like same
my
thing. You'd have
God.
to tape up the air conditioner.
Dude.
I wouldn't even have the air conditioner at that point because they can still come through the air conditioner,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they clearly have.
but they live on ash trees. They're probably like half an inch. Maybe not half an inch.
They're
Maybe
big.
a little less. They're not too big now. But they
They
come
look
in
like a
droves.
sturdy
Like there's a
motherfucker.
ton of them.
Looks straight up evil. No, I'd be scared of this. We used to get house centipede.
That looks like poisonous as fuck,
It
dude.
does,
They're not.
but it looks it.
But it looks it.
That's the thing. That's the thing. If it looks it,
It's an
that's enough.
intimidation factor.
You can't go to sleep with this crawling around.
Yeah, they're gross.
I remember once I woke up to a spider. I used to have in my old bedroom, the entrance to the attic was one of those push-up doors
Yeah,
above my bed. And then one day I was laying in bed and I hear a thud. And I opened my eyes and it was a spider had dropped from the attic and landed on my pillow in front of me. It was huge. It was
Well, loud enough that it big enough that it made a noise.
it made a sound and it hit the mattress. Yeah.
Did you move your bed after that?
I think I did. I think I installed an umbrella.
Bed umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, even the stink bugs are invading this thing's Google search.
Stink bugs, no. Yeah, the stink bugs just fit into
They're
any
everywhere,
situation.
dude.
The stink bugs got done dirty with that name, though. Like,
They do stink though.
they do stink. I guess it is
I
their
don't.
fault.
I don't know why everybody says that. I've never smelled a stink bug.
Have you tried to kill one?
I think they stink Like
Yes. I squish them all the time, and then somebody said, "Don't squish them; they stink." And I was like, "I've been squishing them for a long time, and they don't
No,
stink."
they make a smell, dude. I don't know if it's like something that you can't smell.
It must be
But
because I
did
cannot smell 'em.
So I've got a story about those. I can never eat this one meal that my mother makes ever again because um she made it in the crock pot. It's basically just like pasta sauce with like beef and stuff and
Like
like
goulash.
pasta, basically a goulash, yeah. And she made it in the crock pot. And I was putting a serving away for me to eat for lunch the next day. And I must have had the top of the crock pot off for just a moment. And so like I go to get the Tupperware that I'm gonna put it in and come back, load up the Tupperware, and I go to eat it the next day at work and I microwaved it. And I'm eating it and I'm just like, something tastes off about this fucking meal. And I was like, it tastes like those stink bugs smell. And I just kept eating it like this just doesn't taste good. And it started getting stronger and stronger. I get to the point where I take a bite and I see a stink bug dead in it. And I immediately ran to the bathroom and vomited. Eating stink bug stink, dude.
Oh, dude.
So I can never eat that again. Like I
So the
don't
stink.
like
So
it,
just
but-
multiple families of stink bugs found home
In
in
your
your stew,
goulash.
in your
No,
goulash
just one was in the goulash.
that you
but
saw.
It was not. Well, yeah, true.
Yeah. If it already tasted rough, then you must.
Well,
But
no,
what
I
were
think
you
it's because
tasting?
I microwaved it,
Oh, okay. That's just
and it like purged itself.
okay. That was just you fucked it up. But the
Or
microwave actually saved
maybe
you. It saved you from eating a stink bug.
either that, or like maybe when I like packaged it overnight, like it was trying to get the fuck out of Dodge and it couldn't escape, so it started shooting the stink everywhere.
Oh, it was just like so scared that he was just releasing.
Yeah,
It was just
So I'm
stinking.
taking
that's what they
everybody
do.
out.
That's what they do, dude. They release
That's their escape method.
Moral of the story: don't eat stink bugs.
Anyone else have any cool bug stories? Anyone else like bugs a lot?
I
I heard Jim is partial to bugs.
No, Jim loves bugs.
He likes
Fucking
bees.
hate them. No, fucking hate
Speaking of T, where is he?
Huh. I think I have a video of T's hometown.
What, this?
Yeah.
Did that say rappers or rapers?
Well,
I
it's
think
up
it
to you.
said rappers.
It said rappers.
You sure?
Yeah. So these guys caught a cryptid on film. Look, they caught it's some kind of Bigfoot or something.
Yo, it's so
running along the
fast.
street.
It's so
Yeah,
fast.
He
It's
was
so
moving.
fast.
Yeah, it was moving pretty quick.
Yo,
They're
Bigfoot
driving
doesn't move that
in a
fast.
car.
These new.
So they
Bigfoots.
go to turn around to get a better look, and they're just filming as these guys filming out of the side. It's night. It's pitch black night out, and what appears to be a completely naked man is in a blinding sprint. Look at him.
Yo, he's fast. Yo, he's fast.
The eyes were creepy.
His eyes glow.
That's the best part. Is the
He's on
eyes.
X Games mode.
He has no fear of being hit by other cars. Then.
He's motivated by
You
pure
can
by
just see the shadow.
adrenaline. Yeah. Look at him. Look how close
He
gets.
closes the distance so fast.
He does.
Like he's across the lane.
Dude, that eye
lane.
glow. It's definitely a cryptid.
It is. I don't know what kind of Bigfoot or Sasquatch or gorilla beast this is. I don't know. Oh, it might be a djinn. Is this what a djinn is?
That's a djinn, dude.
That's
Dude,
a
just look
djinn.
at those eyes right there.
That's all you can see is his eyes as he moves, and kind of his wiener.
What drugs
This
is he
part,
on?
dude.
Like you could post this online. Just
That one channel we were watching.
number 15, the Naked Street Djinn.
Number 13.
When you're driving to Chipotle to get your favorite burrito, you wouldn't expect to see the Naked Street Djinn try to run into your window, but it might be what you get.
They're on the loose, dude.
In honor of Halloween, can we watch Maximum Overspook?
We did that last year. Come on.
Well, yeah, we gotta make it a Halloween tradition.
It's a Jimmy
dude.
Halloween tradition. He loves it.
He loves Maximum Overspook. We'll give it okay.
Maximum Overspook is pretty cool.
We
Like,
should have done the serial killer trivia.
You only have to watch like 2 minutes of it.
I don't even know how to find it. I just type in Maximum Overspook and it's not there.
It's
well.
not.
that's
That's,
what it is.
we came up with that name. What was it? It was like a little skeleton toy.
Haunted
I've got
skeleton
it.
toy.
I've got it if you want me to give it to you, Bunk.
So stupid.
They're so scared of it though.
I do love this video because the guy, when he refuses to touch it, and he only touches it with his shoe, as if that, like, the sole of his shoe will protect him from the demon.
The demon wants a soul, right? So
Yeah.
it takes the soul from the shoe instead of
Ah,
his soul.
instead of his, yeah. He just got
Leave
my
this
foot.
house. You are not welcome here.
As the pirate skeleton dances.
Doesn't it say something? They're like,
It just
Like,
makes
it makes
sounds.
like a noise.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
Oh
broken.
yeah, they start talking to it. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, it said,
it
get
just
out.
makes like a guttural noise.
It said, I am Satan.
See?
And it's like, no, it said,
It's broken.
No, I'm pretty sure it sings like Super Freak or something as it dances, but like it's broken, so it's not doing that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is
Yeah,
super.
see?
Yo, it's coming. I'm a very spooky guy.
Yeah. So they're watching this fucking thing dancing. And paralyzing
Look
fear.
at it getting fat.
Imagine just two people in absolute awe. Check it out. There it
Shaking
goes.
itself out of the bandana. It's taking off its weighted clothing. It's so fast, dude. It's creating an after image.
It is. It's in Ultra Instinct mode for sure.
It's actually behind them.
That would be scary. There's actually
Yeah.
a full size version of this skeleton behind them right now. I can't wait for somebody to use this in a real scary movie.
Hey guys, while I'm thinking of it, I got this really good meme.
This is the next Annabelle.
It's a dog.
What?
It's a dog that like it has Vietnam flashbacks. It looks at cupcakes. Hilarious.
Oh,
No.
and then the dog says, delicioso, dude.
No,
I remember that
that's
one.
not.
I don't think
That's
dogs
a
can
movie.
talk. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's brand new.
Wait, I've never seen this one.
I've
before.
never heard of this meme. Dog Vietnam flashback.
Yeah, that's the one. It's brand new.
Is it? Whoa.
Look at the way he's staring at him.
Really playing
Well,
this
I can
song?
tell it's brand new by the pixels. Look at that dog.
All right, that was fun. See you guys later.
What?
It's like he's having flashbacks.
Dude, this is great stuff.
I've never seen this before. Could someone describe it to me? Because I've never seen this. I've never seen this video of a dog having Vietnam flashbacks.
Dude, that's
Jimmy, I need
amazing.
you to describe this to me over and over again. 'cause
And I also
don't-
got this one where this skeleton that sings
Yeah,
Super
look at-
Freak.
Yeah, we should watch it again.
Did you guys see Tyler One's head?
Yeah.
When it said more videos, it was Tyler One's head.
His head's not that weird.
It's very weird. It's a very
It's
weird.
not
head.
He
that
literally
weird.
has one of the weirdest shaped heads.
It's
It's
not
an
that
Entire
weird. Though.
planet. It is though.
It's not. I mean, it's weird, but it's not that bad.
I mean, it's literally.
Like the unphotoshopped one is so strange.
How do we know that's not Photoshop?
we
that's
know?
his head.
Because we've seen Photoshop.
Look at the
ones.
tiny face one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
it's
was a
like
joke.
you just you gotta wear hats, man. I'm sorry, this is not good.
Yeah, you should never let that out.
Your head looks like a
You can't body shame Tyler One like
freshly opened condom.
We're head shaming him,
I'm
not
gonna
body
head
shape. Yeah, we're
that.
head
It's
shaming.
part
not
of his
body
body.
No.
No,
So your head's not part of your body.
you should fix it.
I
Look
do
at
like
the top
that
of your
one,
body.
Dude, look at his head.
Whoa!
That one is funny. That one is funny.
Can you find a Tyler One compilation that we can watch for a few
Why
minutes?
No.
would we watch a Tyler One?
What,
comp?
this is a podcast.
We are our own thing.
About him yelling. This is
I'd
a
like to
reaction.
thank Jim for joining the podcast to try and turn it into just let's watch this video.
Jimmy
for-
likes the stuff he likes.
Huh?
Jimmy likes the stuff he likes many times over.
Jim, let's talk about the stuff you like. How are your boxes of Pokemon games? I don't even know what this is. Oh yeah,
Damn.
Damn.
my God.
an extra spooky video.
Oh yeah, and they
Oh,
back
just
on.
to make sure.
They double tap. Look at him. He's fine. So a dude riding a scooter.
That's crazy.
He got his entire head run over by a van twice. Now who's in the wrong here?
He fell off the scooter, right?
Yeah, well he's cruising. I'm pretty
So-
sure he's.
so-
oh yeah, he
okay.
falls
So-
off.
So in the first crush, Scooter's fault. Second crush, Car's fault.
Definitely cars' fault. They can feel the bump that they're going over, and they don't
Yeah,
let
dude.
off.
If I was almost certain I ran somebody over, I don't know if I'd move.
Yeah, I think that would be the right call, is to not move. Is like, let's just hold on. Let's not just guess where that person is and hope.
Let's check out the situation.
But damn, skulls are strong, huh?
I had a car park on my foot once.
Yikes.
Did you know the person who did it?
Yes, they pulled up to pick me up,
Oh.
and they parked on my foot because I was getting in the back, and I was like, "You're on my foot," and they thought I was kidding. They're like, "Ha, yeah, sure, right." I was like, "No, it's like seriously, you're parked on my foot."
It's just
It's like,
sitting
"Yeah,
there.
ha, ha." I was like, "No, like you're on my foot. I can't move. Please move."
As we
It didn't hurt at all.
Bunk, just one quick 2-minute video,
What are you talking
so we can
about?
have some hee-hees and ha-has. I just sent it to you.
No.
Please, no, Tyler won.
I'm absolutely not doing that. All right. So anyway,
2 minutes, just some hee-hees and some ha-has, dude.
so anyway, as Eric was
Having
saying,
less,
his foot was being run over. Eric was telling us a story, an audio story for an audio podcast.
Well, it didn't hurt.
All right.
Jim killed the bit. Sorry.
I got hit by a car on a bike once.
Did you?
Yeah, I was riding home from work. This was before I had a car. And I was going across. It was a very similar like look of this as a car pulling out of like a parking lot, and I'm going down the sidewalk. Car does not see me, and it didn't run over my head, so I'm still alive. But
Did you like get
I
hit
was
hard?
in front. I got hit by the front of the car. No, they're going about the speed as this
Okay.
van, so it was fine. Still got hit by a car though. So
Yeah, I still got hit by a car.
I had to jump off the bike because the bike started to go underneath the van. Like, yo, what the fuck?
What'd the person say?
They're just kind of like, what? I don't think they even said anything. I think I just told them I was okay before they said anything. I'm like, I'm
And then
fine.
you got on your bike and
Are
pedaled
you
away.
are you good? Like, yeah. And I just like yanked my bike out from underneath the van and rode off. It was like a mom with her kid in the van, so she was not. This is not what she wanted to have to go through. It was a pretty shitty van. I'm sure they didn't have a lot of insurance that was going to help me.
They might not have had any.
Yeah, I think we both would have been fucked. We would have went to the hospital, and then I would have been like, "Well, I don't have health insurance, so yeah, I guess we're both fucked here." But damn, do you guys want to try running each other's heads over now? Because like, apparently you could just do that.
Yeah, but I call going last.
Well, that was why.
Just
Well,
because I
that
want everyone else to have fun first.
you want the tires to be broken in a little
No, I
bit.
just want everyone else to have fun first. That's all.
Let's do it
I mean-
with a big car.
Is this not a big car? This is a van.
Bigger car. That's like a little van.
Oh, it's
It's
a
like
little
a-
van.
It's a little minivan.
It's not. It's not.
It's one
a
of
big
those.
van.
It's one of
It's
those
the
like.
type of van people live in.
No, that's not.
A
Yeah,
That's one
it
of
is.
the.
van?
No,
You could make the Sprinter van out of that, I think.
Definitely.
you could, but you would want a big van. That's not a big van.
This is a big van. It's not an RV.
It's
You
like a
talking about an RV
minivan.
on a
No,
Winnebago to
I'm
run
talking.
your friends
I'm
over?
talking the big vans.
The big vans.
Yeah, the ones like Fresco shagging wagon.
Yeah, dude. You want
That's a big van.
Fresco's got a shaggin' wagon?
They used to. Yeah, it was that white one.
The white one.
Do you guys think you could live in a van?
I could.
I think I could.
Probably.
I basically already do.
I could live in a van for sure.
My bedroom's about the size of a van, so I think I could make it work. Well, a lot of people are living in vans.
I wouldn't have to shower.
Yeah.
That'd
I
be
have quite
cool.
a few friends that do the van thing.
You could make cool YouTube videos with your boyfriend that you like a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. You go on trips. And I think everything usually works out pretty well for people that live in vans. I don't think there's been a lot of
If there's any downside.
I haven't seen any reports of like couples not getting along who live in vans. It
Oh, yeah.
usually strengthens the
The
relationship.
relationship, yeah.
Yeah. But no, I've definitely
I get it now.
said.
I was missing the fucking context for some reason. I forgot about the whole Gabby.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the fun. In van life,
Yeah.
I don't think you're allowed to live in a van without having a YouTube channel about it.
Oh, for sure.
Because I'll click on one video of like this dude lives in a van, and then it's like, oh, this is all of your YouTube now. It's
You need to have
everybody who
some
lives
type
in
of
vans.
social media about it. Like I know, I have a buddy who decided to quit his job and start working for a different company he could work for remote. But he bought like one of those old Airstream trailers and drove around in it.
Nice.
And he had like an Instagram page for it. But yeah, he like he couldn't do it without posting on Instagram though. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, because that's like your income in ways, right?
Well, no, he was working a job. He just, if you live in a van, you have to post about it. If you live in,
Yeah.
if you do like
You
mobile
must.
living.
Oh yeah, because then what would be the point? Why would you? Who would
Yeah.
want to live in a van without posting on Instagram?
You're not doing it to be off the grid.
That's why. Yeah, that's why it has to always be a really old van too. That you
Yeah.
spent like 10 grand on a van that's about to break, but it looks old and vintage, so it's cool.
I think
More
those
Instagram
bus
likes.
are pretty, or those bus, the renovated like school buses are pretty sweet. You
Those
get a
are
lot
pretty
more
sweet
room.
too.
Excuse me.
That's van life on easy mode. If you're in a full bus, that's basically a mansion. You're basically that's cheating. You could have
Basically a
multiple
trailer.
rooms on a bus. You could have a working bathroom on a bus. Van life is all about shitting in a bucket, parking in a Walmart, and like eating power bars for dinner. That's what van life is.
Power bars are gross.
Or I'm always like, if you find a couple that lives in a van and they say like, well, what I do is this. I run the YouTube channel and social media, and then my partner, they have a job that they work remote. Like, what the fuck do they do that they can just like do this in a van? I guess a lot of things, but I feel like you need a stable internet connection. How the hell are you
Yeah.
doing it in a van? And then the answer is we park next to a Starbucks every night. Like, well, this is sad. This is not. Yeah, in the YouTube video, you guys are going out in the wilderness and seeing the trees and everything. But in reality, you're just parked behind a Starbucks, trying to take pretty pictures of the back of your van. You drive down to the beach to get a photo, and then you go back to get the free Wi-Fi.
I love this guy. He's one of my favorites.
The train guy.
Yes, I
I'm
love
like,
his videos.
yeah, I actually like this guy a lot. He seems so excited
Yeah,
about about trains.
he loves trains.
And for some reason, he does this GoPro to catch the excitement.
He's so exasperated.
Dick my butt. The name of the train is Dick my butt. Is that a real person's name?
I think that's the train's name.
That just what they named it? Was this named in like a public forum?
I don't know.
This is another Bodie McBoatface?
I think I want to say I read about this.
Dick my butt sounds like it would be a real like Englishman's name.
Every train he sees, if they give him a honk, he laughs in pure joy. I
Yeah.
wish I could be that happy about something so simple.
Exactly. That's what I'm
know.
saying.
That's
wish
why I
could have
love
that.
his videos, because it honestly brings some joy, because it's
It
like this
brings real
dude can
joy.
get so excited about a fucking train.
Like he stayed up till 3 a.m. or whatever because
So-
this train is just gonna pass, so he could be near the train.
Yeah, and to me, that train looks like every other train he's posted about. Nothing's different.
Yeah, yeah.
It's named
It's
Dick
just a
My
fucking
Butt.
train. And all trains are they're just trains.
I thought I shared this one because I just thought the train name was funny.
The train name is funny.
So I looked it up. Apparently, it was a person who worked on like the engineering for this like rail line, and he passed away. So they named the train after him.
Oh,
Damn.
Memorial. Dick my butt memorial. I'm glad. I'm glad Dick my butt can live on through the train and through this TikTok.
Yeah, I like this guy's channel.
Yeah. No, I'm like part of jealous, but also happy that he exists. That somebody can have this much joy in something so mundane and easy to access. Like he's just
Yeah.
going to the train station and cheering on a
Just
train.
wait.
A thing that most people would absolutely hate. If you have to take a train, this is not the high point of anyone's day.
No.
To wait for a
What do you
train.
mean? You didn't fucks with taking the Amtrak to Syracuse all the time?
Well, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to this week, and I'm already like getting Vietnam flashbacks. Kind of like this
Oh.
one video. Have you guys ever
Oh
seen it?
yeah. No, I don't think
It's
I
like
have.
this dog.
Like a dog.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah,
the
it's
dog
pretty-
have Vietnam flashbacks?
No.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be crazy if dogs could do that?
Yeah,
Man, I wish-
looking at
I wish-
cupcakes.
I wish there was a video about that. Oh well,
Yeah, me too.
man. But no, last time I rode the train, it was hell. It was Multiple things were going wrong.
Was that
Here's
was
my
that
train
the, was that
stories.
when I picked you up from the train station and you were telling me that wasn't some random dude like talking to you the entire way and like
Oh
when
my
you
god, yeah. Yes. This is sad. There was a
But to
guy.
be fair, trains in Europe probably are better
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
than the
sure.
Amtrak because let's be honest, they have tons of fast trains, faster
Yeah, they have Harry
trains.
Potter trains
Uh,
there. Like it's magic.
I don't know. Sure.
But I always sit towards the window when I sit on a train because there's two seats and I see around me assholes. They sit in the aisle and put their bullshit on the seat next to them. I
Yeah.
want to do that too. The train is full and the conductor or whatever, the guy, train man comes in and he's like, "Guys, we need to make room." So, you have to let people sit next to you. So I sit in the window, leave it open so that there's no awkwardness of like, "Hey, can I sit next to you?" Whatever.
But you
I
have
mean,
to be standoffish. You have to sit in the outside seat, so people have to ask.
no, I sit in the outside seat. I feel like if you sit in the outside seat, you're already telling them yes.
No, you're telling them
No.
no. You're telling me you're going to have to take the time to ask me.
They have to
If
ask either way.
Yeah.
If
if
I
I
sit in the
if I
aisle,
was
then
sitting in
it's
the
I'm
window,
guarding
I'm
it.
not
I'm
asking
guarding it.
anybody. I'm just sitting.
no,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
that's what I'm saying. If you're against the window, that's an open invitation to sit in the seat. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
that's what I would do.
yeah, that's
But
what I'm doing. But if you sit in the aisle, you're like the guard. You're like stopping people from getting to the seats.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what he's
Other
saying.
people will suddenly fall asleep only at the train station. They'll fall and they'll be laying on two seats. They're like, "Oh, sorry."
Listen, I understand you've never ridden on Dick My Butt before, but you got to learn how it works on here.
Yeah, I don't know the rules of dick my butt. So because I'm so nice, this guy sat next to me and he struck up a conversation, which I'm like, cool. I really wanted to talk to this stranger on the train.
I'm sure about something very riveting.
He was about my age too, so I feel like he had this vibe of like we're gonna be friends. Like, no, we're not. The conversation was about a Mr. Beast. He
Oh,
said,
Mr.
"Dude,
Beast.
do you know Mr. Beast?" Like, I mean, yeah.
How old was this
He,
again?
he was about our age. He's like, "Dude, yeah, Mr. Beast is so great." Like, yeah, he's cool. He gives people money, right? He's like, "Yeah, dude." And then he pulls up a video of Mr. Beast, a full-length Mr. Beast video, and he plays it on his phone for both of us to watch. He points it towards me, max volume, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool." Like I'm trying so hard to be like, "Yeah, he's pretty cool." All right, that's the end now. I get it. And he's playing the whole thing. The conductor train man comes and he's like, "Hey, excuse me, do you have a headset?" And he's like, "No." And he's looking at me too, like you guys are obviously friends. Like, no, I don't want this either. Just save us both, please. And he's like, "Well, you got to turn it down." I'm like, okay, fine. I think I'm done with it. And then he starts talking to me, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to visit my girlfriend." I'm like, Neat. I'm going to my family or whatever."
Did you ask if you could visit his girlfriend too?
He's like, "Yeah, she's been helping me a lot because like get off of heroin."
Oh, jeez.
Now I have to
God damn.
keep talking to him.
Yeah.
Now I have to. So for the whole train ride, I had to like, okay, yeah, that's really. I told him, yeah, I'm glad. I'm very happy that you are getting off of that. Right? I was genuine about that. It's a great thing that you're doing.
Yeah.
Please leave me alone. And then
But then you felt like you had to, otherwise he was going to go in the bathroom and shoot up on heroin.
his stop is coming up. He's about to get off. I'm like, okay, thank God. And before he gets up, he turns to me. He's like, "You have Facebook?" No, I don't. He's like, "You really don't have it?" I don't
The
have
fact that he had to ask again, damn.
it. He's like, "Come on, come on, come on. Let me look you up." I was like, "Okay, fine.
So
My name is Nick Gabagool." Send him off on his way.
Was it T or Fresco that came up with Bob Brewski?
didn't do that.
I've never heard that.
I don't.
Oh, no,
Neither of us came up with it. Some girl at a party.
It was
did.
It was a girl who said she was there with Bob Brewski, right?
No. He was at a party in college trying to get a beer in the line for the keg. And there was a chick there that he was trying to hit on. and he was shooting his shot. And then she said, "Oh, I have a boyfriend." And then T, being a savage, said, "What's his name?"
What?
And she looked around. She looked around, looked at the keg, and said, "Bob Brewski." What happened after that, I don't know. But good on him for calling her on her bullshit.
Yeah, T is a
What's his
savage.
name?
T is savage as fuck.
It sounds just like T is determined to be proven
Yeah,
that he's being avoided. Not
I
like,
can almost guarantee T said that, and she goes, "Oh, I got a boyfriend." I guarantee you, T looked at her, squinted, and said, "What's his name?"
what's his name? Yeah, I
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have to date me now.
Yeah, you have to date.
Checkmate. You don't have a boyfriend. Oh, you know who else doesn't have a boyfriend? This is a perfect. Nope.
Okay.
Casey Anthony.
What? No
Casey
way. She
Anthony wants
doesn't
to have children again. Says her biological clock is ticking.
Jesus.
Well, her daughter's biological clock already ticked out, unfortunately.
Yeah, she had a stopwatch. That was quick.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You know, I was a really shitty person in college, and when that whole thing was going on, I used to troll in Facebook groups about it and say that technically she's innocent.
What?
She is.
Well, no,
Oh,
she's not
because she was.
innocent. She's not guilty.
She's not guilty. Oh.
But like, I used to just troll people in those. It was really fun because people would get really upset and like
Yeah.
start explaining facts about the case to me that I literally didn't give a fuck about.
So what if you guys? What if?
Oh my god, body like
What?
the search results.
Yeah,
As soon as you put in Casey
Oh,
Anthony,
yeah.
It
it's like,
came up with body.
now body.
Body. Yeah, because she's on the market. We want to
Feet.
know feet.
Yeah, please click it. Click
I don't
it.
want to. No, I'm not getting
Yes.
put on the list.
I was
Chris has
reading a
got
thing about
foot
Casey Anthony
fetish.
like recently because I went down that rabbit hole. What's that YouTube channel that's like he like breaks down the psychology of
no.
some of these criminals or whatever? And it was a whole like half-hour expose on Casey Anthony. And there was a thing it talked about what she might do after, and apparently there was like talks of her getting into porn or something like that.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
might as well.
that's smart. That's smart. That's what you do. Make that money. I mean, she has to have an OnlyFans, right?
I want to know why her feet are like the sixth most
You know.
most binged thing.
You know. Look
You
into
know.
your heart. You know. You haven't woken up late at night in a cold sweat and been like, what do Casey Anthony's feet look like? I gotta know. I have to know. So you guys wouldn't give her a chance?
As a father, no.
No.
Can't be trusted.
No, it's kind of a dead end here. Well, there's a lot of people
Bring
who
your own
do.
condoms for sure.
Oh yeah,
Eric would. We all know he would.
I would. And
The
this
first
is
time.
I'm smashing X. Never smashed X harder.
This time I would. Couldn't take the chance.
Eric's trying to figure out how a condom works. I have no idea. And she's like, "That's fine. If it doesn't work, I have a plan."
Yeah. Jesus.
What is the Halloween episode? Is spooky. The spooky murderer.
She pokes holes in your condom.
And she pokes holes in her daughter. Ooh. All right, maybe I'm overdoing the child murder bit. I don't know.
Nah,
It's tasteful. It's timely. It's Halloween. As long as you keep saying it's the Halloween episode, guys, it's okay.
It's okay.
Ooh. The guy on the train was a heroin addict.
I didn't want to be his friend.
He wouldn't leave me alone. And he still haunts the train to this day. But yeah, what was really scary about is I did actually tell the guy my name because he had Facebook open at the time, so I couldn't give him a fake name because I knew he was going to search it immediately and be like, "This isn't you." So
You just say I'm not at the top.
Yeah, so he sent me a request and got off the train, and I denied the request and blocked him immediately because I was like, I have family. I don't know what kind of crazy guy this is. I'm fine with him being my friend, but I don't need him to. He seemed like the type who would let's go through everyone he knows.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Let's send him Mr. Beast videos. He was a nice kid. In case he's listening, he was a nice kid. He was a great guy. I hope him and his girlfriend, it works out. I hope they get a nice van together, start their own YouTube channel.
Wouldn't do this.
Look at this. This is like a professional diver from
Yeah,
their
wouldn't do this.
perspective, their point of view. Which, like, when you watch it, it's high up, but like I've never seen this
Yo,
perspective.
that's high
Holy
as fuck.
Yeah. This is like I get shaky just looking at a video of how fucking high up this is, and they got to do tricks.
That's
Dude, I see a
insane.
big rock down there. I see it's far
Yeah,
away,
what?
but like,
Yeah, it's
Have you guys
nuts.
ever jumped? I've jumped off of a bridge into water, and that was like a very low bridge.
I jumped off a quarry and I'll
Nice.
never do
Never
it again.
And
Yeah.
like me jumping off of this bridge, maybe it was like 10 feet, you know? But I was shaking, scared, scared of like, I don't know, man, this is pretty high. I don't think I could do it.
I had to cut down some branches on a 5-foot ladder and I was shaking so bad.
Got a good case of the typewriter leg, or Elvis leg. That's what they call it in climbing.
Yeah, dude, it was. I
Elvis
literally
leg.
had to stop cutting and hold on to the ladder for a couple minutes to calm down.
Do you guys want to go? You guys want to go rock climbing?
No.
No,
no.
don't like heights at all.
Yeah, if it's up to me to not fall, I'm not trusting that. I don't trust like that.
Well, I heard that you had a really interesting story for us about an incident that happened relating your car.
Oh yeah, I already forgot about it. It's been so long, and I'm just so well prepared. But I do have a story. Just gather around. I have a yarn to spin. It's about the tale of the flat tires.
So what happened?
This is that, in current day, I do have a car. I don't ride bikes and get hit by cars. I drive my own car. And I went out, as I normally do, to go get groceries. But the car, I hadn't driven it in about a week and a half. Because, I'm a guy. I still walk. I walk to work every day. Who needs the car? Leave it there. I get in the car, and I feel a rumble. I think that's not normal. I pull over to the next spot. I look, and there's a flat tire. My car is flat. I'm like, what the fuck? I must have run something over, and for the week, it's just been losing, and it's flat. It must have just been losing air the whole time. But that's fine, because I ride a Subaru, and Subaru cares about you. And Subaru has a spare tire in the back. So I'm going to get the spare, and then I notice the back tire is also flat.
On the same side?
Both the left side of my car is flat. My car is it's like Two-Face. It's like had a stroke. My car is leaning. There's nothing. So I'm calling people about it. I'm like, I don't know what happened. They're like, it seems like somebody's fucked with you. You don't just get two fully flat tires out of nowhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been a while since you've had a car, but that's not normal. That's not just
I mean,
average day.
I did flatten two wheels on the same, or two tires on the same side of a car, but I was driving over train tracks that were like derelict and unused to go reclaim a fucking body that was like in some like cave down the train tracks. So it is possible.
May want to put
Yeah,
it. Was
no.
this for work or for pleasure?
Pleasure. No, it was for work.
Oh, okay.
It was in Massachusetts.
It
Yeah.
was both.
That's when I
Yeah.
did this.
A little
That's
bit
when
of
I
both,
did the
really.
thing. But anyway, it is possible. I've done it. But I was also driving on like decommissioned train tracks that were like not supposed to be driven on. My supervisor was like, "Go ahead, drive on the train tracks. You
Give it
might
a
have to
shot."
go do that because he's like really far down the tracks."
Mm-hmm.
And I did. And my manager, the morgue manager, was extremely pissed.
What's the
And
worst that can happen?
Yeah, that was a thing. Go ahead. Sorry.
So what happened with your two flat tires?
So I had two flat tires, and I'm like, I don't have two spare tires because Subaru cares about you, but not that much. They're not giving you two spares. So now I go back and I talk to my roommate. As you guys know, is very generous, always willing to help without any financial gain. I say, hey, can I borrow your spare tire because you also have a Subaru? And the question is, well, why do you need it? Like, well, I have two flats and I need to.
Oh, that is such a your roommate
First, I was
thing
thinking
to
I
do.
need to bring the whole car to a place, like, because I'm freaking out in my head. I'm probably shaking as I'm talking to him, and I don't have. He's like, can't you just get it like towed or something? Don't you have AAA? I don't. So I call my mom. Does mom have AAA? She doesn't, but she knows someone who does. So she sends me their information and tells me, like, this is where they live, this is their name, this is their birthday, this is the things you might need to know to call AAA. For, like, so many degrees removed, I guess you can use that's how AAA works. Is just one person in
Yeah,
America
yeah.
could have AAA, and everyone would just be like, "Yeah, that's
Yeah.
me," and they don't check. So as I get off the phone with them, saying like, "Okay, I'm gonna call AAA," and my mom chimes in and says, "Okay, just so you know, you have to know 100% where you want it to be towed. The place that it tows to better be able to deal with it, because if you can't, you can only use AAA once. I guess that's part of the rules. AAA will tow anybody, but they'll only do it once." So that puts some fear in me. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna put at least the back spare on, and as I'm doing that, I hear air going back into the tire. So that means like there's a significantly sized hole somewhere. And then I hear it's coming from the spout, the valve that you pump air into. And it's missing the core in the middle of it. So you know how like
the pin.
yeah, the little pin in the middle, yes.
Yeah.
It's missing it, and so the air's just going right through. It's just going right in, and I'm like, well, what the fuck? That's got to be it. That has to be the thing. Is the pin's out? So now there's just a big hole, and then I go and check the front tire as well. It's the same thing. So someone definitely fucked with me. Somebody just stole the left side of my pin course, and off they went. Which apparently is so easy to do that you don't even need a special tool. You could just get like a pliers and just spin it right out. So you can do this to anybody, kids at home.
Did you piss anybody off?
Well, as I was talking about it, people have suggested I was parked close to a driveway. Close.
Not in front of.
Okay.
Not in front of. I have seen a truck parked in this driveway before, and you know truck people.
Yeah.
They're always they're always ready to show their car knowledge, and they're always ready to be upset because they don't know how to park their big stupid truck. So a theory is building. Maybe I was a little too close to where Truck Boy wants me. So he came out and he flattened my tires, which is also like I don't understand that problem. The people do that. They'll like slash tires of people they don't like. Like that's you're just making the problem worse. Now they can't move.
Yeah.
If you don't like where they are, you've trapped them there. But I'm resourceful. I go back. I convince my roommate to let me borrow his tire. I prop up just to keep my car from being resting on the rims. I order the new valve cores. I put them in myself, and I fix the car because I can't be stopped. I'm an unstoppable force.
Do they just twist in?
Yeah, they twist right in. They just twist. Like it's just a screw. There's nothing special about them at all.
So you managed to fix your tires for a couple bucks.
It cost me like $5. Yeah. Where at the beginning of this, I thought I was going to spend $200 to tow it, and then however many dollars to fix patch the tires or fix the.
Well, I'm sure that if
rims.
there was something wrong with them, they were the dudes at the car shop probably would have been like, "Well, your tires are bald enough that you got to replace all 4."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the most expensive part of this entire story, though, regardless of how much money you spent on the replacement cores, is your roommate's time and effort that he, put into
Yeah, I mean,
going out of his way
to
help you in your time of need.
Shit on him the whole time. He did help me out. He did me a good solid. Let me use his tire. I was glad that he had it. But he did
Couldn't you just borrowed his car, brought the 2 tires?
Oh yeah, this is the best part of the story. When we were going to get his tire, we go downstairs, we go outside. He hits the button to open the back so we can get to the car, and it doesn't beep. And he keeps hitting. He's like, it's not unlocking. What's happening? He tries to unlock the front. It's not. He's like, the car is dead. The battery is dead. I can't open the
Karma's a bitch.
So how did he get his battery fixed?
So he could open the door only by the key.
Yeah.
So he got in that way, and we had to crawl through the side to get to the back to get the tire. And then so I get the tire, and then as I'm leaving, I'm rolling away the tire. Who does he call?
AAA.
But AAA. My roommate does have AAA. And when I said I don't have it, he was nowhere to be found. But when he needed to get, I was offering like, oh hey, when I get the tires back on my car, I can give you a jump. And he's like, no, I'll be fine.
Serious question though. What do you? Who's your insurance through?
Huh?
Who's your insurance through?
That's through Geico.
Do you not have roadside?
I don't, because it costs like $10 extra a month, and then as I pulled that
It's
up,
not okay. I'm gonna learn you
maybe
right
it's
now.
5.
It's not $10 extra a month. It's $10 extra on your 6-month
Oh,
premium.
Oh, okay.
So it's like $1 a month, my guy. You should
Yeah,
do
I'm probably
that.
gonna do that now.
Do it.
Yeah.
It's always worth it.
I did actually pull up. I was like, oh yeah, I think Geico has that. And then I pulled it up. There's a big button that's like, get roadside assistance. Hey, so what do you need? And then at the end, I go through, it's like, you do not have roadside assistance. Get fucked.
You add that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
$1.80 a month or whatever.
So I'm going to
it
be
is.
adding that now because I
Yeah.
see the value.
Yes.
It's definitely a before you need it type thing.
But Bunk, you learned you
I
could do it
did.
all by yourself, and you
Yeah.
saved $10
Yeah, if I'm
over
honest with
6
you,
months.
I was just
You don't
lying to
need
Zach.
that.
I'm going to not be paying the $10.
I used to have AAA, and it's honestly a
It
great
really, yeah, it is.
service.
AAA is an excellent service, and every time that I've used
I
AAA,
can't tell
it
you
was
how
somebody
many.
else's, and it
Yeah.
was just effortless. Great.
I got a genuine question for you guys. Do any of you guys have
What?
experience with a VPN?
No.
Now sponsored
No.
by NordVPN.
Yeah, that would be great.
No. Well, serious question though, because I was I was going over. We've been watching our spooky movies for Halloween over Discord and everything, and
Halloween episode, Gen Toxic.
sponsored by NordVPN. Send the check. But I was genuinely thinking about just like undoing all of my, or canceling all my like subscriptions to Netflix and all that shit, getting a VPN and just sailing the high seas like the old days. Why bother streaming
No, I would
anything?
never do that. I would never do that, Zach. You should be paying for your entertainment. That's really fucked up of you
Yeah.
to even suggest.
Yeah, you're right.
You're gonna try to steal from hardworking people who have
I
like.
said I'm going sailing. I didn't say anything about.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misinterpreted. What's been your guys' favorite scary movie we've watched so far?
Honestly, probably Night of the Living Dead.
I really liked that. I hadn't seen
That
it.
was
I
a
really
very. I haven't seen that in a long time, and it
They
was
say
almost
holds
like
up.
watching it. Yeah.
Holds up well.
I couldn't sit through that.
Huh?
I enjoyed the slow pace of it. It wasn't. I think my biggest issue with movies nowadays is that they're so like over the top, end all be all. I mean, like The Conjuring, like even the first one, it's like
It starts to get
very
laughable
doom and
how
gloom. Yeah.
how intense everything has to be when you're like, can we calm down for a
Yeah.
moment?
I mean, this one was scary in the sense that like, what would you do? If you were just
Mhm.
stuck in this situation. I mean, it's doom and gloom, but it's not. I just didn't. I enjoyed it, honestly.
Yeah. I mean,
I
it's
like
true.
the
It
old.
shows its age in times where like a lot of the
Yeah.
sounds are weird. There's parts where there's like no sound.
Mine was Jason
Yeah.
X.
Yeah, I mean,
Jason X was clearly
Yeah.
a cinematic masterpiece.
What was?
honestly, I like the older movies because they are simple.
Mm-hmm. And you gotta respect whoever came up with the idea. And then
Yeah.
a lot of the newer ones they base off of older shit. But they have to try and one up it, so they'll add a bunch of things to it, and it just gets complicated because they want
Yeah.
so badly for there to be a twist or some element.
Yeah, Night of the Living Dead.
Or they want your main character to sing fucking Elvis on a guitar in the middle of your scary movie, just to prove how infallible.
Do they do it well?
Well, he's a triple threat.
He is a
Yeah.
triple threat. I'm telling you, I can dance.
I got it all, man. I like The Thing a lot as well.
Yeah, the original was fun too.
Is that what you guys watched?
I hadn't seen the original Thing, but the 80s Thing.
Was that not the original?
That's
Yeah.
No, there's
No.
one
The
that's
original,
like from the 50s or something.
Yeah, it came out in the 50s.
So I guess
You can look
apparently
it
it
up on
wasn't
Wikipedia.
necessarily a remake because they're both based off of a short story. So it was a different adaptation of the short story.
Okay.
The new Thing was like a prequel to the original Thing though. The one in 2011.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that because seems cool. I've seen like behind the scenes of it, but I think a lot of it was things they didn't use. Like they showed prosthetics that they'd made that looked badass. And I guess they just went with like CG.
Yeah, that was a big criticism of that movie is that they originally were going to use a bunch of what's the word I'm looking for? Something
Practical?
effects. What? Why can't I think of the term right now? Yes, practical. Thank you. Practical. They were going to go practical with it, and then they eventually cut all the practical stuff horrid CGI
Yeah.
and totally killed them.
Yeah, we're now we realize the problems that we've created by making these nasty fucking computer monsters that look like shit on HD screens. On standard, you could do whatever you want. Standard definition.
Yeah.
Just make it nighttime. Anything hides behind that. Then you get a Jason X.
What,
Yeah.
a cinematic masterpiece?
Another cinematic masterpiece for sure. So at the end of it, it looked really good when he had the spacesuit on. Like suddenly, this felt like it was like, is this 2001: A Space Odyssey? Like there's like colors and lighting when he's out in space in his
Yeah.
red space Among Us jumpsuit. That part looked cool.
Yeah, I like the movie for what it is. It's a good movie.
All right. Well, I think we've had our time. Does anyone have any closing statements on Gin and Toxic, your favorite podcast, which is uploaded consistently?
I have a funny meme.
I'd love to hear
What? I always love new memes.
It's about a dog
it. What?
that eats muffins,
Muffin.
or can't eat muffins. Excuse me. And like he has flashbacks.
Where are the
Dude,
flashbacks?
I've never seen a meme. Let me pull something up.
I just want NordVPN to send the check.
Mhm.
That's all I want.
They know where we
You
are.
ever seen this one before?
Oh my god, dude, this is crazy. Jim, have you ever seen this?
His mic, he's muted.
Oh yeah, no. Oh really? Jim didn't last the whole podcast? I'm shocked. Wow.
You're shocked, huh?
I'm almost as shocked as this dog. Wow, how'd
Yeah.
they do this? That's crazy.
They might have used CGI, dude. It's,
That practical effect.
I don't know how you could make something like that. It's so good.